Hello and welcome to my Minecraft Hardcore Survival series. I'm so happy to see you again. Today is gonna be caving episode. Today I will attempt to explore this beautiful huge lush cave that I found back in episode 1. Also, I want to explore that bastion next to my nether spawn. Now I have full netherite armor and really good weapons, so I hope I can explore it without dying. Please check my previous episodes if you want to know how I got here, and in general a little bit more about this world. This beautiful lush cave is located underneath huge desert biome, and I really like the contrast between desert, lifeless and dull, and this absolutely beautiful lush environment. I think this place is absolutely perfect for the mega base, if I ever come to point where I can actually build one. And you know, it's quite close to spawn, which is very handy. The cave itself is absolutely massive, and soon enough I found this geode. To be honest, amethyst blocks are one of my favorite blocks in the game, and I really want to have a geode as part of my base. This one was located at the ceiling, and it had this interesting ledge that I wanted to explore and also spawn-proof. I don't want any creepers to fall on me accidentally. As I was exploring this crevice, I found something really interesting. A cobblestone wall, and inside, skeleton spawner. This is so perfect! The more I explore this cave, the more I love it. I definitely have to spawn-proof it, so it's safe for me to be around. My approach to spawn-proofing is to run around very fast and put in a lot of torches. And if I feel like it, kill few monsters. Good for me is that there is a lot of lava inside, makes the job easier. After lighting up the cave, I decided to work on this skeleton spawner. I followed this race work tutorial. It's absolutely fantastic. Basically, it lets you to convert all the skeletons from the spawner to strays and get even more loot. First step is to expand the room, make it 9 by 9 blocks. Then I created a stream to funnel all the skeletons. Then you create upstream using bubbles. So then you can drop skeletons down, and they will be just one hit, so you can kill them more efficiently. Race work tutorial is super easy to follow, and I prefer this one to normal skeleton spawner tutorials, simply because I want to have slowness arrows from the skeletons. As you can see, I've done my skeleton spawner very fast, and now I will make a small room around it. And while I'm doing that, you can actually see how it works. So the skeletons spawn around, they will funnel down to one corridor. There, water picks them up and directs them to the bubble elevator. As you can see, skeletons try to resist, but don't worry, more skeletons will spawn and push them up the stream. I made this bubble elevator of about a bit less than 20 blocks, and there they are pushed to the side, right into the powdered snow block. The powdered snow converts them into strays, but they have to stay inside for a while. That's why there is spiderweb block to hold them, so they have enough time to convert, and then they fall to their death. I made a window to skeleton spawner using tinted glass, so at any point I can observe what's happening inside. Also, I have excellent overview on the lush cave. I have decorated this room a little bit, so I enjoy being here. I used all the lush cave elements, so it really fits with the vibe of this place. As lighting, I used glowberries and lava. I think it looks exceptionally nice, and I hope to eventually get rid of these torches. And while I was decorating this room, so many skeletons have accumulated. I made the chamber 3 blocks wide, and I can have 3 times more skeletons. Race work tutorial uses dogs for killing, but I prefer to do it myself. Also, I have looting on my sword, so look at all these items and all the levels. I used it to enchant pretty much all of my stuff, but there is something I'm missing for my boots. If you can see, all my armor is pretty much maxed out, but there is one enchant I can only get in the nether. I need soul speed, and I can only get it from the nether, either trading with piglins or visiting the bastion. Let's clean up a little bit here and let's go. I brought all of my gold to trade with these piglins in the hall. I really need to make golden farm and bartering farm. This is not efficient at all. I used almost all of my gold and you know what I got? Basically nothing of a substance. But right now I really want soul speed book, and there is high chance you can find it in the bastion. When first time I was here, I was a little bit scared to raid it. But now, I'm more strong and more confident. There are 4 types of bastions in the game, and they all have hidden chests with valuable loot and plenty of gold blocks. When approaching the bastion, I have one advice: start from the top. Piglins are our friends if we are wearing gold as part of our armor, but piglin brutes, they will kill you no matter what. They're really strong and fast, and if you try to kill them, other piglins will be angry too. So I would recommend grab a bucket of lava and tower up. You can easily burn all the piglins without putting yourself in a danger, and there will be absolutely no chance anyone will fall on your head. And after you're sure there is no one around, for example, you can see it from my subtitles. I can easily block myself in a room with all the chests, so I can absolutely safely loot them and get everything they can provide. Also from here I can drop some lava. If there is anyone beneath me, they will burn. Does it make me evil? Yeah, probably. But I really want these treasures for myself. So, what's inside there? Well, some interesting stuff. I actually always prefer to grab everything. You never know what will be handy. And I will never neglect any stuff that others may consider useless. Yeah, I'm a looter. And I'm proud of it. In my second chest I found this book. It's not Soul Speed 3, but it's a good start. There are many more things hidden around the Bastion. When you're exploring, don't forget to block yourself, so no one can attack you from behind. Bastion corridors are very confusing, and sometimes I'm getting lost there. Look, I found gold in the wall, but there is Piglin protecting it. I try to burn him with lava, but he seems to be very avoidant. Whenever I'm not sure where to go, I'm trying to look at the bastions from outside, so I can assess a situation. Like now, I found more chests. It would be hard for me to spot them from the inside. I know there are certain strategies that exist for each type of bastions, but personally I love my chaotic approach. It's just more fun. I just wander around as much as I can, and if I see anything, it makes me even more excited. Never mind zombified piglins, they are not your enemies here. Shall we see what's inside this chest? Let me make sure no one is watching. Wow, look! That's a lodestone. It's so cool! You can only find lodestone in breach bastions, and otherwise it's very expensive block to craft. It needs one netherite ingot, so finding it's very great achievement. I didn't find Soul Speed 3 right now, but Soul Speed 2 will do. So let's go back to my Skelly spawner. Let me show you how I can get there without using any rockets. If I charge just one Riptide Trident, just like that, only once is enough. I can easily glide down to the other side of the ocean. Here you can see the entrance to my LUSH cave. Eventually I will change the surrounding and expand it a little bit. Then you continue to glide down, pass few ledges and waterfall, aim for this big beautiful waterfall, go through, and you end up in this big part of the cave. My skeleton spawner is almost at the ceiling, so I use this water stream to go up, so I don't need to use another rocket. It's so easy and convenient. And after a bit of AFK, I can repair all of my tools and get back all of my levels that I used for enchanting. Isn't it just so satisfying? Now I can finally make my boots a little bit better. I hope eventually I will find Soul Speed 3, so it will be finally maxed out, and I will have most OP gear in the game. And you know what else I discovered really close to the spawner? If you just follow to the other side of the spawner, you can see geodes that I found earlier, but I want to keep the geode more or less intact, because it looks so nice and fits the environment. But little did I know, there is second geode, hidden in the wall, right next to the spawner. And while I'm AFKing at the spawner, all these shards are growing. It's so perfect. I will expose all the amethyst buds, so while I'm AFKing for the skeletons, they will be actively growing. So basically it's 2-in-1 farm. Isn't it just perfect? I wish I found that amethyst a little bit earlier. Otherwise I would definitely make killing chamber for skeletons over there, so I don't even have to go around. Maybe I can still do that, but for now, this will do. While I was in the amethyst, you can see how many skeletons accumulated. Also, after a bit of exploring, I found I can go back to my starter base very easily through the caves, so I don't need to go out. I think I will transform this path so I can go home both ways. It may be very convenient. Now it's a little bit zigzag, and it's easy to get lost, but basically, here is my way back. Also, I feel I need to transform this mine corridor. Yep, there is so much work I need to do in this world, but it doesn't scare me. I enjoy every second of it. In my next episode, I'm planning to raid Ocean Monument and go to the end again. Will I manage to survive 200 days in Minecraft Hardcore? You have to tune in and see, so please like and sub, and hopefully see you soon.